Hello YouTube fans, it's your boy Brad here with another video. I've been wanting to do a video about cold shoe mounts that will hold your umbrellas and stuff. I went through several iterations of getting into photography with using modifiers and stuff. More specifically umbrellas with speed lights. And I kind of want to go through this, and hopefully I can do this in 5 minutes. But I started out with probably this. Now, let me say this. Whatever works for you, that's the most important thing. But I'm just going to go through what I went through and what I settled on. But I probably started with this. I think this came with this on it. Cold shoe mount, plastic mount. It screws on. And it might have had another piece underneath here, kind of like this little wheel here. I'm not sure. I got so many pieces and parts, but this is kind of okay. But no, this does not work out too well for me. I didn't like it. Then I went to these. This is made of mostly plastic. From here down, it's metal up here. You slide your hot shoe, your flash into it, screw on the side, tighten it down. Didn't like that. These screws always hurt to me. It's always, and then you're trying to make sure you get it tight enough that if you tilt it, your flash doesn't fall out. It works. It's okay. They work. Wasn't too happy with those. Then I went to this mount. I love these. I think these are great. Made out of metal. They have, you screw this out, you have two different threads here. Large thread on that end, small thread on this end. I'm not going to get into thread sizes, but they're standard for most, basically all light stands that have a threaded head on it. And the other thing, I'm not going to get into names because I can't tell you what this is called and what this one's called, but I will try to link below this final product that I thought worked best. This comes with this on top. Okay, these come with always this piece here on top, or you can buy them separately. Put your hot shoe, your flash in it, lock it down. It works, but the important thing is trying to make sure you have it screwed tight enough that your flash, because there's no stops on it, so if your flash is tilted down, let me back that back out. Hopefully I got it out for now. Well, it does kind of stop. Your flash is tilted forward, lock it down, and it's in there. But it's trying to make sure it's locked. See, there's you got to crank on these screws and make sure it's in there. They work. No problem with that. It works, but I felt there was a better way, which I couldn't figure out. Why didn't they manufacture, which I should, I think I get rich doing this, make a mount for your flash, a light stand flash that has the same thing as what's on top of your camera, the same slot. So I found these. These are really, really cheap online. You could get 4 or 5 of these for, oh gosh, I don't remember, $2.50, $3. These kind of work, but these are really cheap. They're cheesy a bit. This little metal piece here slides out on you when you try to get the flash out, get your flash off of it. I didn't care for that. Kept digging around, and one day I accidentally ran across these. This is so much better. So this is what's on here now. Again, I love this metal. It's all metal, very well made. These go for somewhere between about $6-7. It might be $8, but they're very well made. But again, I'm gonna go back again. It comes with this top piece. Okay, here's another thing I did try. These are the little mounts that come with your, when you buy a speed light. When you buy a speed light and it comes, the legs have been cut off. I cut off the front, I cut off the back. These work pretty good, and they work very well because see that little hole right there? That's where your lock, it will lock down on when you turn your lock thing here. You see it goes in, it locks into that hole. It's not going to come out. These are great. You can get these even really cheap from like AliExpress or something like that. And for, I mean, gosh, I've seen them as cheap as 97 cents with the middle screw. I think I paid 97 cents for them, and I have tried that. But back to this. That head, this bottom piece, put your flash in. But here's the problem. It's still there is an issue. This is more of a, it doesn't have where that screw is in the top here. Man, I wish they had just a bigger piece here, come down to here, put a hole here so that you can actually lock in. I usually don't use these, so this Nikon flashes speed lights with this mount. I don't. I always use my Yongnuo, and these work better because they have a different locking mechanism, and so that kind of squeezes more onto the mount. Then these don't squeeze. This is not squeezy. This is just a lock, which works fine if you had a hole to lock it into. But again, if that screw, now I did take that screw out one time. Bad idea. Went to take the flash off and just ripped the whole thing apart. So you got to have all three of those screws in there for this thing to maintain its integrity. And you need that little wheel to use it so that when you get it in position, you hold it and you tighten it down. But just wanted to go over that real quick. So if you use the Nikon speed lights, you might have to come up with something like this. You can leave the legs on there. Spin it down onto the thing, lock it down. It will work. Because if I put this in here, well, it's not locking in there either. Thought it used to. That's not locking. I digress on that one. But guys, I just wanted to show you that. That's what I came up with. This setup. 2 different pieces. These you can get pretty cheap. You probably could get 5 of them for about $8. And especially if you're using a flash, a speed light that has this type of a locking mechanism. It works great. You're able to work fast and efficiently, and that's the big thing about photography. You want to be able to work quickly. Speed lights on, speed lights off. When you set something up, you put it in place, it does not move, it does not fall apart, and that's what we want when we're out, especially shooting by ourselves and we don't have a assistant to help us with lights and all that stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Y'all have a great